West Papua, 2013. A young man is under arrest after police respond to reports of brawling at a local school. But he doesn't even make it to the waiting police van before the beatings begin. While this footage made it to YouTube, videos like this one rarely get reported in West Papua. In a country where journalists are constantly monitored by the state, instances of intimidation and assault by security forces are not uncommon. And it's this that brought West Papuan journalist Victor Mambor to New Zealand in a recent visit to highlight issues of media freedom in his country. As well as meeting with MPs during his visit, Victor spoke at a seminar hosted by Auckland University. The evening began with a traditional welcome. But the mood quickly turned as Victor outlined the grim situation back home.
He's my journalist who was killed in 2010 in Merauke when he tried to cover Merauke Integrated Food and Energy Estate. But when my journalist tried to cover the story, they throw him in the river.
In the last 5 years, 3 journalists have been killed in West Papua, while over 20 were assaulted by security forces. Foreign journalists who do manage to sneak in do so at significant risk. Paul Bensemann is a freelance journalist who's reported on West Papua while undercover.
I thought there was a good chance of being jailed and deported. I was only there for 8 days, but that was long enough.
But according to Pacific Media Centre's David Robie, the situation in the country is nothing new.
Media freedom hasn't existed in West Papua for 4 decades, ever since Indonesia invaded the territory and colonised it and turned it into 2 integral provinces of the nation.
However, many hope the election of a new civilian president, Joko Widodo, in Indonesia may signal a shift in media freedom. Here in New Zealand, Parliament's weighed in on the issue by passing a motion tabled by the Greens.
Delahunty. I move that this House call upon the new President of Indonesia to commit to genuine media freedom in West Papua, including the right of local and international journalists to report on the political situation there without risk of imprisonment or harassment by the Indonesian state.
So we have to use this motion as a tool. It's a tool to keep the pressure up, to hold our government to be more accountable for their actions, and also to hold the other parliaments around the world to act in solidarity with Papua, because the situation is completely unacceptable.
While Widodo's presidency is still in its early stages, Professor Robie says any potential change will likely take time.
And although some people are quite hopeful that he will have a more liberal approach, he to some degree, especially in the next few months, will be somewhat captive to his advisors and the military elite which really control things.
So for now, journalists like Victor will continue to be watched closely as they go about their daily work. But with the potential for change on the horizon, he's not tiring anytime soon.
I'm West Papuan, so it's important for us to bring the true story about West Papuan people. It's not about the independence, it's not about the special autonomy law, it's not about being a part of Indonesia or being independent, but it's about the truth.